Hi guys, how you doing? So this is the episode 3 and it's been a ride. For me as a reader, I've tried my best with this and we've had some bombshells drop and I think we're all trying to recover from it. Maybe some of you already knew it, some of you maybe had inklings, and I don't want to revisit it, but the last episode we found out who Jack the Ripper was. We found out bombs dropped everywhere. Um, I was meant to be channeling Carrie Gordon Selfridge, which I have, and it's been amazing. And he's brought us in a lot of teaching and a lot of help and a lot of understanding about our present times. He's dropped some big bombshells. I've tried my best to give the information across in a balanced manner, safe manner. It ties in with some of the stuff I've been battling with lately about the royal stuff. I've been really feeling a real darkness. And I don't want to go into the real big royal reads at the minute because I think there's a real darkness there that I'm not willing to put my energy in. You may say, well, you channeled Jim I call him Jim, a few weeks ago. Well, that's dark. Well, yeah, it is, but it's past dark. There's a difference between going into the past dark and actually going into the present dark. And there's a lot of people hurting at the minute that are still believing in that narrative. And you have to deal with that as well. And I just don't want to deal with it. So, bringing in Harry Gordon Selfridge again, thank you for spending the time with us today. I think the previous episodes, we've kind of understood that he knew who Jack the Ripper was. He knew certain things about society. He has wanted to share it today, and I wasn't expecting any of that. I really wasn't, and I feel a bit like, oh. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you've enjoyed it. As a reader, you see all kinds of things in your life. And some of it you want to see and you enjoy it and it's amazing. You have a really, really good reading with a client and it's fantastic. And sometimes you've got to also see the underbelly. And that can be really frustrating when you want to sit down and you want to do a really good video about Harry Selfridge and it's going to be up shopping and it starts to bring in some real whoa. And this can happen with one-on-one sessions with clients where you have to talk about things that are not nice. That's what a real reader does. They talk about things that are good, that are bad, that are ugly. And that's what real reading's about. It's not all doom and gloom and it's not all dark and scary. It's all about balancing it out. And this world is changing and it's going through a big, big transition. We've got some beautiful messages from Harry Gordon Selfridge and some messages of hope. Some messages of hope for the way out of the present crisis with money and the way forward for the world. And I think each of these beings that steps forward is bringing in some higher teaching that we can learn so much from. And I've definitely learned so much from it. And I actually feel a bit better. And I actually feel as I'm not losing my mind with some of the things that I'm seeing and sensing at the minute, as many of you are seeing and sensing them. And I'm actually sitting here for those that can see it. I can't sit here and worry about people that aren't seeing it, they're going to come and going to start trolling. Because you know what? That's going to be part and parcel of it. It's a sad fact at the minute. But for those with eyes to see, with ears to listen and hear it and be aware of it, you're not going mad. You're not losing your mind. You're seeing it. And I think now we're in the phase of trying our best to clean it up in the ways in which we can. Harry, could you give us 3 cards as a parting message to those watching? And any other information, wisdom that can help those? He's saying follow your dreams. No matter how big they are, follow your dreams. He's also saying you may not always succeed your dreams in this lifetime, but there's also other lifetimes as well. He's also bringing in Alan Sugar, right? Earlier on, I was trying to connect into his past lives before I came on camera, and I was like, show me a past life. And I was actually tapping into some of our well-known rich men at the minute, and it was like, nope. And then I went into meditation and I was meditating, wasn't even thinking about this video. I was in a self-healing session and Alan Sugar popped into my third eye. And I was like, oh yeah, because Alan Sugar's very different. He's very different. And I think he's aware and knows, and you know, but the difference between Harry and Alan is I think Alan knows how to play the game more. I think Harry was very naive and I think Harry was more into his heart centre. And that, for although helped him on one respect, destroyed him in another. And that's not saying we have to be cold and callous, but it's about balancing it out. Like he said to me, had I been with him that time, in that bygone era, doing this reading for him, doing something nice, Harry would have given me Selfridges for the day. So I could have gone in and I could have bought anything I wanted. And some women would have taken him for every penny, and they did. That's what I mean about he'll let his heart rule his head. I'm not saying about the work he did for the underclasses. I'm talking about the stuff that he, gambling and the money and the opening up his store for people to go in and take, etc. So yeah, I'm wondering if if he's incarnated as Alan Sugar. Because I don't think about Alan Sugar every day. I do actually like Alan Sugar. I like watching The Apprentice. I don't look too deeply into it because I don't want to see what I don't like. I don't think there is anything dark there. Other than he's a businessman that's probably been ruthless in his life. And again, Alan Sugar's very similar. He likes to give the underdog a chance. You know, if you watch The Apprentice, that's all up and coming. You see, that's all up and coming entrepreneurs that go, if you see The Apprentice, they go on The Apprentice, they've all got a business plan, and they give them tasks each week, and they're building up their skills, their confidence, and he gets an opportunity to watch them and to assess them with his people. And then the last one, or the last one before the last one, they are interviewed by Alan Sugar's people, and they're put through the paces, and the business plans are ripped apart and everything. And I just shit myself on there. If I went on that, it'd be shocking. God. What am I saying? Yeah, and then somebody wins and he gives them some money and he mentors them. That's probably something similar to what Harry Gordon would have done. You see, he died in the 8th of May 1947, and Alan was born in March 1947. And we know that we can have multiple incarnations, and we know that our soul can actually pass out of the body well before we die, and it can actually be then reincarnated on. So yeah, let's pull a card for it. I'm drawn to this deck. I pulled this. This wasn't for, I'm going to come back to that in a minute. This was for us. This is our message. No, I'll do that again later. So, are you now Alan Sugar? Oh, are you now Alan Sugar? Four of Hearts. Princess of Swords. Prince of Wands. He's a female. He's not Alan Sugar. He's related to Alan Sugar. It could even be Alan Sugar's wife. He's a female energy within Alan Sugar's life. Oh. God. Oh. This is not an easy one, is it? This is not. I'm reading from, what's her name? Karen. Baroness Karen. What's her name? Is it her? No, because she's not heart-centered. This is somebody in Alan Sugar's life that is he, oh God. I can't put my laptop on again. I wonder if he's got a daughter. Has he got a daughter? I need to know. I can't do with not knowing. He's female and he's in Alan Sugar's. It's not that Baroness Karen. Is it Karen, that Baroness? She's very rich. She's on The Apprentice as well, isn't she? But it's not her because she's not heart-based. Maybe this is one of the new millionaires that are coming up. Whoever she is. I wonder if it's his daughter. Alan Sugar. God. Where are you? That was interesting. Alan Sugar, family. Oh God, I'm getting tired now. Alan Sugar, where are you, bastard? Look at this. It's just come up on my thing. I'm googling Alan Sugar, and here we are, monarchy again. We know what's going on. Harry and Meghan demand could crash Netflix server suggest. Harry and Meghan demand could crash Netflix service suggests. So he's commenting on this that it's all connected. Karen Brady, that's her name, but it's not her. Where are you? I need you on Wiki. Swearing again now. It's getting ridiculous. Alan Sugar, Wiki, here he is. Alan Michael Sugar, Baron Sugar. He's a baron now. Children, he's got 3 children. Who are you? It's one of his children, and I'm thinking he's got a daughter. Right, sorry, just bear with me. Apologies for this. Alan Sugar. Daughter. Louise Jane Sugar. 46. Louis Jane Sugar is a daughter of Sugar. Father Alan was a businessman and politician who won the London Tottenham Hotspur soccer team. Louise Jane Sugar. 46 years. Was it 1947? 1946 you lose it. She's 1974. 1940. Yeah. It's her. Let me look at a picture. I don't know who she is actually, so I won't even know that I'm looking at her correctly, that I'm looking at the correct daughter. What does she do? Louise Jane Sugar. What does she do? Sorry, apologies. God. I'm just finding out what she does. I don't know what she does. Let me know in the comments what she does. By Louise Jane Sugar. So she sells something. Still with me. She sells something. What does she sell? Facts. Sorry, a bit sniffly doing this. 2 brothers married to Mark Barron. We don't know her profession. She's very private. I think she's reincarnation of Harry Selfridge. Louise Jane Sugar. I mean, I'm going to Google this more when I can't just sit here and Google everything while everybody's watching, can I? Rude. So yeah, she's 4 of hearts. She's a princess. Prince of Wands. So it's not Alan. He's not Alan. He's one of Alan's children. And I think it's that Louise Jane Sugar. And she's quite private actually. Which again stands to reason because he had such a tormented life by being Mr. Showman. And if you've had such a life as being a face of everywhere and you're going to be born to Alan Sugar, you're going to want a private life, aren't you? So she's very private. Did you enjoy that, guys? Have I still got you? Have I lost anyone? So parting message. Let's close this down now. We've gone on long enough. The Empress, birthing. What was he saying earlier about the birthing codes that we all have within us that help us to be the entrepreneur? The Empress. We have to take charge of our own place in the world. We can't take charge of the world because that is egotistical. But what you can do is take charge of your place in the world. The 3 of Swords. There's a heartbreak that's there at the minute with everyone. Everyone's having to reevaluate. I'll do one more and then I'll wrap up. Everyone's having to reevaluate their place in the world. So now you've got to rebirth your place in the world. Oh God, what's going on? Where's it gone? Right, babe, sorry. Go on, this is not professional at all. Oh no, good. So we have to stand up and get it. God. It's the tower. It's the tower. You see what you can't make it up. Anyone that doubts anything I've said, you need to open up your eyes. Wheel of Fortune tower. The Hermit. Two of Swords. Choice point. He knows something's coming. We know something's coming. It's already here. The tower is falling. Find your place in the world now. Okay? Independence, sovereignty, empowerment, working on yourself, Wheel of Fortune. So when this change comes in, you're ready. And this feels very much like not Tower of London, St Paul's Cathedral. Whatever he's talking about is in London. We know about Jack the Ripper was in London. Oh, God, what an amazing reading. I've enjoyed this. The Empress, birth. Reevaluating, Three of Swords. There is a lot of heartbreak energy out there. People we believed in, people we looked to, people that inspired us, they are all going to fall. And in its place is you, me, us. Okay? And this is where we stop putting these idiots on pedestals and we focus on putting yourself on a pedestal. No, you're not narcissistic by saying that. You're not narcissistic by saying no. You're not narcissistic for walking away. You're not narcissistic for putting you first. No. I'm so grateful to have been able to do this video. I'm so grateful to be able to I could spend all day with him. I could sit here and just keep pressing play, and just do loads of episodes. I'm going to bring back Jack the Ripper after Christmas. On my site at the minute is Florence Nightingale, the Lady with the Lamp, Bobby Kennedy, Jack the Ripper, Myra Hindley. Yes, you heard that correctly. We're going to have some teaching there as well. I said, if you're new to me, I channel controversial figures. I don't just channel the usual. I don't think I ever have, actually. I know I do Diana and stuff, she was a controversial figure, wasn't she? But yeah, I don't do the usual Elvis, George Michael, Freddie Mercury. I don't do them. I like to do historical figures because there's so much to them, so much more to learn. And look at this. I mean, if you've enjoyed this, watch the Bram Stoker one. Watch the one before Bram Stoker where I'm channeling a controversial figure of his UK, Jimmy Savile. Yes, so thank you for watching. And we're going to close it down. So I hope you've got something from that. Hope it's inspired you. Hope it's motivated you. Focus inward. Let's stop worrying about the external. Let's stop worrying. When I say the external, I mean the glamorous external, yeah? It's gonna fall, and you've got, for those of you that are struggling with that, you've got to get your heads around that. And the quicker we can get our heads around the people that we admired and loved and looked up to and worshipped lifetime after lifetime, we're going to see that unravelling. The more you can go through this with an easier way. Thank you for watching. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for holding space as well. Yeah, I get triggered when people say that, holding space, don't I? Because while I'm doing it now and you're not watching at the minute, I feel that you're watching, and I don't feel as I'm alone doing this when you start talking about Jack the Ripper. Harry's saying his spirit is always in Selfridges. He's always in Selfridges. And he's saying all these people that have lived and passed are all here helping us. Even the character Jack the Ripper, when he comes forward, he's going to be helping us. And you may think, oh, you what? He's going to be showing us something, and that may not be a video for everyone. I'm going to warn you now, if you're into your monarch. I mean, no, you watch it. Yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you felt. Love to all. I'm seeing Harry now. He's leaving us, and there's a cigar room in Selfridges in the time period that he's in there now. He's pouring himself a whiskey, and he's opening the Times, and he's shaking it, and he's just typical Victorian gent, and it feels as though he said something today that he always wanted to say back then. Again, yeah, he was a man that cared about women. He loved women. He loved women, but he didn't like the bullying of women. He didn't like the abuse of women. So something like the Jack the Ripper thing, if he'd have known who it was, which he did, that would have hurt. I'm hearing that would have hurt. And if it was someone that was in a position of trust, and if there were people around that could have also stopped it. Because I'm feeling there was something wrong with the Jack the Ripper character. Of course there was. So the people that were around him that could have stopped it didn't. And I'm glad we've given him that space to do it. I'm standing by everything he said. I'm standing by what he showed, and I'm standing by how he did it. And I think he's tried to show us something. Thanks for watching. Love to all. Could stay here all day and talk to you guys and Harry Gordon Selfridge, but me needs to go for some homemade soup now and some lunch because I'm hungry. Okay, and a rest before back to work this afternoon with clients. So thanks for watching. Love to all. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.